Anyways, next up, Adam Shartoff talks to the two stars and co-creators of Abby Singer-Songwriter. You'll meet its director, Onur Tukel, and its writer and co-star, Jamie Block.
In Abby Singer-Songwriter, Jamie Block, a divorced stockbroker has-been who was once an indie rock star, meets Onur Tukel, a hapless middle-aged filmmaker who's a recent Brooklyn arrival. In this coming-of-middle-age story, Onur persuades Block to sink his money into a series of increasingly absurd music videos to promote his comeback as a musician. Abby Singer-Songwriter blends documentary and narrative with the lost art of the music video to tell the story of a comeback, a crack-up, and a breakthrough. The film, which stars Tukel, Block, and a host of familiar indie faces, had its Brooklyn premiere last night at the Brooklyn Film Festival. It'll be screening at the festival again tonight at the Nighthawk at 11 o'clock. It will also be screening at the North Side Festival on June 10th at Videology and again at the Lighthouse International Film Festival on Long Beach Island. I'm very pleased to introduce the director of Richard's Wedding, Applesauce, and Summer of Blood, Onur Tukel, hey, and singer-songwriter, our actor, stockbroker, Jamie Block. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the show. Welcome to BK
That's a
Live.
good description, Adam. That's really good.
Oh,
I want to
just-
say
winged
that the clip that you showed was the movie is made up of music videos. That's one of the music videos
Yeah,
is that,
yeah.
but we cut the music videos way down.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Right.
Jamie Block, you want to tell about how, you're leading the
He's
interview.
Go ahead, sir. My guest host here tonight.
Well, the movie
Right.
is made up of
We just want to be
music videos.
clear that this is, that was the first thing we did, actually working on this, was
Jamie
that
Block's
video.
a great musician-songwriter. We did a bunch of music videos for his new album, and then we decided to make a feature film that kind of wove all these music videos together, but we knew that no one wanted to watch an hour and 20 minutes of music videos.
Including us.
Yeah,
Right.
and so
Mainly
we cut
us.
those.
Yeah.
So we cut those music videos way down. We truncated them. That we've done all the narrative stuff, and there's a storyline about a hapless middle-aged filmmaker and a has-been.
And at this point, you would never know if you went to see the movie. That I would say that it began that way as music videos.
Okay, I'm going to
Anyway.
regain
Nobody
control. I'm going to
cares.
regain control of my show now.
Yeah, it's all yours. Take it away. Take it away.
So
Take it away.
Abby's. We're first of all, Abby Singer-Songwriter. Again, I'm going to interpret for the viewing audiences here. Abby Singer-Songwriter is it's a kind of a blend of a making of a fictional making of a bunch of music videos that Onur is the director, Jamie, you're the songwriter, the musician, and the subject of the movie. But you become a character also within it. And then you cast all these wonderful people in the videos, and also, can we say who else is in your daughters are played?
In the
Nobody
movie.
has heard of them,
In the-
though.
Yeah,
They're all
Let's
no
stop- they're not
names.
videos. Let's stop saying videos.
But we're all no names. They're all no name actors. I mean, they're kind of they're known in the independent film world. Jennifer Prediger, Josephine Decker, Stephen Garowitz, a great director who made a movie called Marvin, Seth, and Stanley. Josephine Decker has made lots of amazing movies. But still,
kind
we're
of a
all,
who's
nobody
who.
knows. Nobody knows who's who. It's
It's a who's who of people
Well,
that.
literally.
the who's who of no name actors, the who's who of no names that nobody really knows in the mainstream. But what's interesting about the movie is that it is about the creative process.
Yes.
But it's also, you say it's fictional, but it blurs the line between fiction and nonfiction.
Right.
Block plays himself, Jamie Block, who is
A version of myself.
a version of yourself, who's got two daughters and who works, as a job, and he's juggling with making a new album. And Block was you were experiencing all those things.
Right.
I moved to New York 4.5 years ago from North Carolina to get inspired and make independent films. I used to make independent films in North Carolina. I lost my nerve. I came here to kind of rediscover passion for it.
It seems to work.
Yeah, I mean, I'm having
three features back to back, and you're.
four. This is the fourth in
now.
4 years. You were my first feature, Richard's Wedding.
I have no recollection.
So this is you were stoned the whole time. I'm kidding. No, you weren't.
Is this the short answer
Anyway,
thing
Block,
you
you
were telling me
speak.
to
This
do?
is your Block. This is your speak.
The first thing he said before
All right.
we came on the green room, he said, make sure you give very short answers.
Short, concise
Right,
answers.
so this
How much time do we have left?
not
just-
much, not enough.
You know?
Okay, right.
Or maybe too much. Now that I think about it. Wait.
I just said don't
Hush.
be
Okay,
loud.
1 second. Here's the question now: is this truly the dynamic that you guys have, or because people are going to wonder, is this really how you guys you created this work? Which, by the way, again, premiered last night at the Brooklyn Film Festival in. I guess Greenpoint, right?
It was a Greenpoint, the Windmill Funeral. What do you think? What's our relationship like? Contentious?
It's love-hate, but I would say 70% hate
Oh,
and
dear.
20% love
come
and
on.
10% tolerating.
It depends.
No,
on
but
how can you love
like-
someone that wears those orange pants like that? I
We
mean,
have
like,
I think we have a deep respect. Like, I saw Richard's Wedding, and I couldn't believe it, how great it was. And
But
that's
no
the
one else
truth.
has seen it, though.
Well,
so there's
but
no
that's what
reason-
they should. But you know, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I said, "You've got to be kidding me! People are making movies like that." And then I said, "Let's do some videos." And I kind of coaxed Orner to do like little a couple minute intros into some of the videos, and those were really fun and had energy, and that was the
You wanted
spark.
to bring this kind of a very improvised feel to, right, and a very low budget independent film feel to it, a level of energy that maybe you didn't see in most of the films that you had been,
Grown up
exposed
with,
to.
like Reds or something.
Well, that's a great film, but
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Well, that's a real movie. I mean, like,
all
you know,
right.
these.
I'm thinking about Transformers 10 or whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's an energy to Richard's Wedding that was performance-based. You know what I
Right.
mean? We don't have a lot of money to like make a big spectacle or make like robots fighting in New York. You know what I mean?
But it's
So-
also the way it was filmed. There was a certain energy. It captured
With
the
two
energy of the
cameras?
city in the damn thing, in the darn thing.
Yeah,
And it was something that was very exciting for me. And we didn't set out to make a feature film. That's the truth. But somewhere along the line, at different times, Owner and I, and frankly, I think mostly me, said let's push this through to a feature film.
right.
I don't think you mind me saying that you were a little bit incredulous along the way.
I was skeptical because I didn't know you could act. I didn't know you were an actor.
Well,
or
that's a
not.
small
You know what
detail.
I mean?
Yeah,
No,
right.
When
the
does
acting-
that, when does that stop you?
Well,
Come
no,
on.
if you act, I mean, I cast you in something. You ended up being good. I had instincts that you would be a decent actor in the movie. You ended up being really, really good. The goal of the director is to make everyone comfortable on set. You know, you have a very extroverted personality, but necessarily being good at singer-songwriter on stage doesn't necessarily translate to being good on film or on camera. And then we did it. We tested it out doing promotional video. We did promotional narrative short pieces to promote the videos that we'd made. And then you were very, very good. We had a really, really good rapport, and we thought, let's keep going forward. You enjoyed the process.
Right. It was
I
so
enjoyed-
much fun. I mean, let's face it, it was so much fun. I mean, incorporating all these different mediums, the music, the behind-the-scenes film, the comedy, and God forbid we took ourselves too seriously.
Right.
I don't think
No, we don't.
that's like the great
the whole
victory
movie,
of it.
The movie is self-deprecating. It makes fun of you and your music, even though your music is very
Right.
good. It's never a celebration of your work. It's about the grueling kind of indecision or the insecurity you have being an artist or whatnot.
Which may be though what, because that kind of storytelling is typical in your films. You don't take the characters, you're kind of making fun of yourselves,
Right.
themselves, I should say. So you obviously liked that aspect of what he was doing, so you wouldn't take yourself very seriously. Now, let me ask you a question. You were assigned music artist at Capitol Records.
Right, in the 90s.
In the 90s. And then obviously we know what happened to the music industry, so maybe
I
that
got dropped by Capitol Records, and I had a mortgage and 2 young children, and I needed to get a job, a real job for the first time in my life, and the year was 2001, so I went into the financial services industry. It's a heck of a good time to do it. I'm being funny, 2001, but it's worked, and I didn't make any music or any art or anything for a number of years,
I understand.
10, 12, 13, 14 years.
Right.
And it's been great, but then we made this record, or I made it.
White Caps on the Hudson.
White Caps on the Hudson.
Lovely film.
And I was
Lovely,
thinking,
CD.
how can we,
Yeah,
thank you.
It was really good.
How can we promote it? I
Good
can't
album.
go on the road and tour. I don't want to go on the road and tour, but maybe in this new world that's now been created since my 10, 15-year hiatus, you don't need to do that. You can do something using the internet and all these other mediums. And that's where we had the idea, actually Owner did, of doing a series of videos. Because he likes things big.
Well, I mean, I came to New York to be productive, to learn. And if there's an opportunity to make any kind of content, music videos are great. We can shoot 1 or 2 days, spend a little bit of money, and I tend to work with a lot of. I mean, my movies are dialogue based, as you know, and like to do music videos, you're working with strict visuals. Tell a story with visuals. You are a very interesting lyricist. Your lyrics are really interesting. You're very, very poetic and wonderful. But
And he writes
that
good
was,
hooks.
huh?
And he writes good hooks.
Yeah, so it's like it was an opportunity for us to collaborate.
And
in
it was
this way.
audacious. I mean, it was crazy. It was like, we're going to do 12, 13 video. I mean, the
Yeah,
world wasn't
right.
calling for that.
Nobody nobody cares. But that's the movie. The movie's not
right.
about like an audience. It's
Right.
about doing it for yourself because you get an intrinsic reward. But at the same time, too, you did give me carte blanche. You did trust what I
Yes.
did. I did things, and you continue to like what we were doing. It was a fruitful collaboration. You proved to be a very good actor, and it was very enjoyable to work with you. I think your acting's excellent in the movie. And then along the way, it was like driving along a highway in a car and picking up hitchhikers along the way. Jennifer Prediger, Josephine Decker, Stephen Garowitz, other actors, Jessica Caldwell, who's a producer, and David Malinsky, who's an actor as well. We shot the music videos over a course of a year, and we shot all the narrative footage over the course of 2 years. They connected all these music
tissue.
videos.
Right.
It was like making a puzzle. It was like taking
Yeah.
all these puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
We've got a music video about dollhouses. We've got a music video about vampires. We have a music video about about Wall Street. And
Right.
let's find all those different music videos and find narrative adhesive to glue them all together. And it worked out really, really well. So.
Running out of time here, so I wanted to. I know.
It goes
We'll come- we'll
fast.
We'll do,
It goes so
well,
fast. The whole thing goes so
Life
fast.
Everything,
You know
everything
what I
does,
mean?
but we're going to want to make sure we tell people again.
Yeah.
Tonight at 11 o'clock at tonight is the Nighthawk,
right.
and then it'll have a screening at Videology on the 10th of June at 7 o'clock.
No,
there's
not
No,
Videology.
no,
It's
Nighthawk.
Nighthawk again.
Oh, I
It'll be for the
apologize.
North Side Film
Then
Festival.
I gave wrong information to everybody out
Right.
there.
Yeah, North Side Film Festival next
How do people find
in 2 weeks?
And your new film Applesauce just premiered at Tribeca. What's
Yeah, Applesauce. It'll come out
Still-
next year, and I have a movie called Summer of Blood on Netflix.
Which
Check
is
out
awesome.
Summer of Blood's fun.
Great.
Cool movie. It's like yeah,
and it is cool
bloody and vampires.
and funny.
Yeah.
And where people can find Whitecaps on the Hudson, for instance.
On iTunes, Spotify, anything like that. Jamie
Wherever
Block, White Caps on the Hudson,
wherever-
wherever you can get stuff for free. And
Really
music
good
as the
album.
artist.
Very sincere rock
Okay,
album. Sincere rock and roll.
Are we
It's
done?
not
Is this
cynical.
already? That's already 12
There-
minutes.